Hey friends, today I want to talk about Ulysses Shoes. I've got these shoes, they sent me all three of their models. They sent them to me 3 or 4 months ago. I just haven't been able to test them. And one of the reasons for that is 2 of them are not in my size. So I tried to find another adult that could test them for me, but I had no luck. So I finally realized my son could wear them. He wears trail shoes, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Anyways, he tested them for me. I tested the road shoe. So Ulysses is a brand based out of Switzerland. They relatively new shoe company. They started in 2020, and they have what they call the Nars system, natural adaptive running system. It's a really responsive shoe, and it's got kind of a wedge on the outsole here. All three of their shoes have these features. Really breathable upper and very comfortable shoe. The upper is very soft, almost like an Ultra Escalante or a Treyu upper. Very comfortable. These shoes, all three of them, are a 6mm drop and very lightweight. Let's take a look at the weight. Okay, let's take a look at the Waya URC. The weight, very nice weight, coming in at 11.3 ounces. This is a size 11. Let's compare it to a Hoka Mach 6, which is a very popular shoe. 9 ounces. So it is a little bit heavier than actually quite a bit heavier than the Hoka Mach 6, which is one of the best selling shoes. This shoe, it's got a very stiff heel. That's probably the only thing I didn't like about it. It's reinforced maybe too much. It felt okay when I wore thick socks, but I think if I had a thin sock, they might cause a blister for me in the heel. But the lower, they really did a good job. It's very responsive, very comfortable shoe. I probably put 15 miles on them so far. Really nice shoe. This is called the Waya URC. The trail shoe is called the Maikoh. It's got a very nice lug system on the bottom. The system, it's Nars system, very responsive. Like I said, you probably saw in the B-roll, my son was wearing these shoes. He said they're very comfortable, and he usually wears Ultra Lone Peaks. He said that these have a little more cushioning. He thought they felt very comfortable. Very nice shoe. This one's called the Honi. This is their 3rd model. Like I said, they only make 3 different shoes. They all have the same type of sole, but this one doesn't have the lugs on it. They've designed this for as like a walking or a gym shoe. I think this shoe would be excellent for the gym. Had a fly get on the camera there for a second. This shoe is my son wore also because it's in a smaller size. He said it was very comfortable, but I think these would be ideal for the gym or just a walking shoe. If you do some sort of indoor sport, they will work fine. I think these shoes were about $140. Their shoes go from like $140 to $160, and you can buy them directly from their website. It's just ulysses.com. I don't believe they have any US retailers yet. They do have an office in Colorado, but like I said, they're a new shoe company. They got some really nice models. They're focusing on the 3 models. But I was pleasantly pleased with the shoes. It was a brand that I learned about at the trail running show, the TRE show in Austin last year. I'd never heard of them before, so I think we're going to see more of them. So I suggest give them a try if you want to try something different. I also want to talk a little bit about skin cancer. Kind of a big segue here, but you know, a lot of us are in the sun all the time, and I wear a lot of sunblock. I'm always protecting myself, but maybe on the face I don't protect myself as much because I have to put it on manually. I don't spray it on. But I had one spot, which may be a basal sarcoma, which is a type of skin cancer. Kind of alarmed me. Anyways, they took a biopsy of it. Basically, I thought it was a mole, and it had like a little pink colors to it, but I couldn't really remember if it'd been there for my whole life or not, because it's kind of out of my view. And I delayed getting it checked out. It didn't grow any bigger or anything, but the reason I went to see a dermatologist was because I had another spot on my face. It felt like dry skin, but it was dry skin that would never go away. I mean, in a few months. And I went in for a full body check because there's some skin cancer in my family. I usually get checked every 10 years or something like that. But turns out this dry skin spot, which they removed it, basically froze it off, was a pre-cancer. So he said it was good that I came in. And the other one is a basal sarcoma, which can be a type of cancer. They did a biopsy on it. So I need to check out the results, but I just want to say, if you have some spots that you're not sure what they are, or they discolor, or if it's dry. What surprised me is it was dry skin and it just wouldn't go away. And it was just a small dry skin spot. And basically he said it's a pre-cancer. It's glad that I came in. And it's kind of frustrating because you want to see a doctor's, these specialist doctors, I mean, it's August. You call for an appointment and they're like, oh, we can see you in February. But what I wanted to say is don't give up on finding a doctor. There are a lot of doctors out there. I happened to call the dermatologist that my daughter saw, and they got me in within 2 weeks. But most of the other dermatologists, they're like, well, our next available appointment's in February. I'm like, it's August. I had another type of doctor that I wanted to see recently. It was the same thing. I think it's getting kind of ridiculous to try to get an appointment these days. Like an OB doctor. My wife wanted to see an OB doctor, and like several months, you have to plan them ahead of time. I think it's kind of ridiculous. But anyways, hope everybody's doing great. Enjoy your weekend. But I just want to say a little bit about Ulysses Shoes. I think it's a good brand. It's a new brand, and I think we'll see more of them. They're just making 3 models: road, trail, and kind of an all-purpose shoe, like I said, which is the Honi. I mispronounced their name. Swiss brand. So just wanted to tell you a little bit about them. Have a great weekend.